Hey, happy Thursday. I finally made it back to yoga. I have not been on my yoga mat for months. So it felt really good. I thought maybe I would die because it's a hot power yoga class. It's a 75-minute class. I didn't die. And if you decide to go out and do something physical with your body, you're not going to die either. But it felt really good to just go and just let everything go. Just let it all out. Leave it on the mat. All the thoughts, all the stress. And the reason I haven't been going is I let the busy excuse get in the way of taking care of myself. So I've become, I have my main business that I've got to run, and it's going through growing pains. I'm building this business, which obviously is going through growing pains because any new business, it's hard to build a business. It's hard to get your your thoughts around things and your messaging right, and you're trying to build websites and you're trying to create content. And meanwhile, I have a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old, and I have a husband, and I have family and friends and pets and a life. But I let that become the excuse. I let the work become the excuse for not going. So anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. But I did want to just pop on here, share the 3 things I've got to share this week. I also wanted to thank each and every one of you who has sent me kind words of encouragement, support, for liking and commenting on my posts, for being part of conversations. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. It's really isolating to be an entrepreneur, especially a solopreneur. So somebody who, I don't have a team of people, and I don't really want to build an empire, and I don't want a staff of 100. I like staying small. I like having the flexibility in my life that my business gives me, but it can be really isolating. So social media has allowed me to make connections with people, and I just wanted you to know that it really means a lot. All the messages, all the comments, make my heart happy. All right, 3 things. It's Thursday. Let's get started. And I'm going to cough through this. I've been coughing for over a week. It just won't go away. So bear with me. Anyway, the number one thing that sounds like it's the most important. The first thing I want to share with you is Marie Forleo, founder of B School. I'm not really familiar with her. I'm just learning about her this year. She was introduced to me, her work was brought to my attention by my friend Alyssa. Anyway, Marie Forleo just came out with a book called Everything is Figure-Outable. She was recently on the Rise podcast, I think it was yesterday, with Rachel Hollis. And they talk about money, they talk about business, they talk about life, and then they talk about the book. And the title, Everything is Figure-Outable, is a mantra that she lives by. And it's a really powerful mantra to adopt into your life. And that mantra, this belief that everything is figure-outable, helps you get through the more difficult stuff. Because building a business is hard. Getting out of debt is hard. Being in a relationship can be hard. Making friends can be hard. I mean, everything in this life can be a challenge, can be an obstacle. And when something requires us to grow into the new version of ourselves that we're going to be, it can feel like it's not figure-outable. And one of my favorite parts of this podcast, so she operates under this belief that everything is figure-outable. But she was really clear that doesn't mean it's going to be easy, and it doesn't mean there's not going to be heartache, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to find yourself choking on your own snot, sobbing in the shower because something isn't going right in your business or in your life. It doesn't mean that. Those are normal things. And a lot of times we feel like if we're struggling, there's something wrong with us. Or if we're feeling really negative emotions, or if we're having a really hard day or a down day, that there's something wrong with us. And that I don't know, there just seems to be this theme going around that everything is supposed to be love and light. It isn't. That's not life. That's not reality. But the fact that you can figure it out, the fact that you are capable of getting through whatever it is you're going through, that's real. And that is the thing that you can come back to when the shit gets hard, when you don't know what to do. It's okay. You're growing. You're changing. You're evolving. It's all figure outable. It's all figure outable. So if you can keep coming back to that, even on the dark days, even through the struggles, you can figure it out. I know you can, because you are amazing. So I'm going to be checking out her book. I've got such a long list of reading of books ahead of me. I'm not wishing for winter, but winter is when I devour books, so it'll kind of be a nice respite when there's very limited daylight and I can just kind of cozy up in the armchair and turn on the little reading lamp and dig into a good book. But I definitely want to read her book, Everything is Figure Outable. And she's on all the podcasts right now because she just launched her book. So if Rachel Hollis isn't your cup of tea, she's everywhere. Marie Forleo's everywhere right now. So just type her name in and go listen to a podcast and just listen to her talk about her journey and her struggles, and how this mantra that everything is figure outable came to be in her life. I will be so happy when this cough is done. Okay, thing number 1, everything is figure outable, Marie Forleo. Thing number 2 is just for fun. This one's just for fun. So my husband hates having a label across his clothing. So like when we first met 20 years ago, Abercrombie and American Eagle were all the rage. I don't know what the kids wear today. Under Armour? My kids aren't really fashion forward, so we'll say Under Armour. Anyway, my husband hates advertising for companies. Has always hated it. So he would never wear something that said American Eagle, even when it was the trendiest, hottest thing. No Abercrombie, no Nike swoosh, no Adidas leaves or whatever those are. So he hates labels. But he likes designs. He doesn't want to just wear plain t-shirts all the time. And I found this company called Woven, Wohven, Woven. They do t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts. I think they do sweatshirts or hoodies now. And I did get an email that they're even doing women's shirts now. So what they do, it's a t-shirt. It started as a t-shirt subscription. And for, I think it was like $18 a month. That included shipping. I think it's up to $20 a month now. They send you a shirt. And they're really nice shirts. But they send you shirts once a month. They're super soft. They're the high quality fabric. And on it is just some random design. This one is not a woven shirt. This is a Tim Ferriss shirt that I bought to, all the money went to psychedelic research. So researching psilocybin and psychedelics and how they affect humans. So this is not a woven shirt. But so the shirts from Woven have an artist design. You never know what you're going to get. But the really cool thing is that when you open the package, there's a nice little insert. It talks about the artist. And this is a great way for graphic designers to get their work out into the hands of the public, so that maybe they can sell more of their work because they're artists and that's what they want to do. They want to make art, and in order for them to make art, they need to make money so they can buy art supplies. I hate this cough. Thank you for bearing with me. So Woven is just, if you're looking for a gift for somebody, something unique, something different, they'll get a t-shirt every month. You can cancel at any time. Super easy website to navigate. You don't have to, send some written request to cancel. You can change your subscription. So he was doing t-shirts. Then the winter times came. We switched to long sleeve. And then we may be canceling soon because his closet, he feels like he's got a pretty good selection now. How many t-shirts does one person need? So that's Woven, Wohven. And it's just a fun, if you just want unique designs on high quality garments and you want to support artists, it's a really cool concept. So that's thing number 2. The last thing I want to talk to you about today is conceptual. It generally is, right? I usually save the conceptual stuff for last. Let me take a drink. Damn, I love coffee. The thing I wanted to talk to you about today is something that's been brought to my attention. And that is, I come on here a lot and I talk about money. My posts are about money. I'm always trying to help people get out of debt. I'm trying to help people. My goal, if I've not articulated this, I apologize. My goal is to specifically help women master their money, because I know, and I believe, but I know in my core that when women have money, we do amazing things with it. We don't go and just get a new Tesla or some, new Gucci suits or a nice big giant watch. We don't buy more cars and more yachts and more vacation homes. Okay, some of us do. But when women have money and are confident with their finances, we build community. We help those around us. We make the world better. And I know there are plenty of men doing that as well. But I want to help women because a lot of the women I run into say things like, money's not my thing. I don't really like to think about it. Someone else takes care of that for me. And I think that when women are confident with their money and their finances, when they have space to breathe, because you don't have space to breathe if bill collectors are calling you, right? That's stressful. If you don't know how you're going to make rent, if you aren't sure how you're going to buy new school clothes for your kid, or how you're going to get healthy food on the table. These are the things that take our freedom away, that don't give us the space to build the businesses we're dreaming about, to create the art that we're dreaming about, to do whatever it is in life that we want to do because we are so consumed by the stress of money. So that's my real goal, is that I want to make the world a better place by making you better with your money. Because you've got something inside of you that needs to come out. The world needs it. Whatever you're here to do, to create, we flippin' need it. We've got enough consumers. We got them. We're covered. We don't need more consumers. We need creators. We need innovators. We need kind, thoughtful people who aren't so stressed that bill collectors are coming after them that they get to go and chase their dreams, no matter how bold that dream might seem to other people. That's my reason for talking about money. That's my reason for reading about money, following financial blogs, listening to financial podcasts. I honestly really enjoy the topic of money, but I know you probably don't. I get it. I really do. So I'm not here, because I hear you. A lot of you are probably thinking, I don't want to be as obsessed with money as you are, Britni. I get it. I don't want you to be obsessed with money. I don't want you to be obsessed with money at all. In fact, I want the opposite for you. I want you to be able to live your life because the money piece is taken care of. And that doesn't mean that you're going to be filthy, stinking rich. I don't know how to get you that. And I don't know how to get any of this for you quickly because it's all new habits. And a lot of it can be hard and it takes time. But here's the real deal. So I spend a lot of time thinking about money as a concept, thinking about how money affects people's lives, thinking about how the lack of financial acumen holds us back from our dreams. It also allows us to become easy prey for marketers. My goodness, they want your money. You don't need all their stuff, though. I don't want you to be obsessed with money. I want you to not have to check your bank balance in the morning to see what kind of day you're going to have. I want for you to know that your mortgage is going to be paid next month because you have the infinite capacity to make money. If I weren't as obsessed with this concept as I am, because I think the world gets better when we understand our money and how we want to use our money and why we want to use our money that way versus Target telling you how to spend your money because something was, oh my gosh, it was so cute. I had to have it. I don't want that for you. I want you to be thoughtful about it. I want you to be mindful of it. If I weren't so obsessed, I'd spend about an hour a week on my finances. And for many of you, it won't even take an hour. It takes me an hour because I run a business. So I do the books every week. Maybe you're going to do your books monthly. Maybe you're going to look at your finances monthly. Once you get things rocking and rolling and it's nice and smooth, maybe it's an hour a month. You have an hour a month, right? To sit down and figure out what it is you want in life and how your money can help you achieve your goals, so that you can say no to Target and Amazon and all the Instagram marketers who are trying to get your money. Trust me, I know. Instagram it's bit me more than a few times. I still impulse buy. I spend an hour a week on my actual finances. And that's primarily because if I were doing it once a month, I would feel a little more stressed out. I like to do my things weekly. It's just a habit. I do it Monday morning, first thing. No, not first thing. I get the kids out the door, we do breakfast, all that stuff. But my first work task on Monday morning, go through all the finances. What came in, what went out, what are the weeks ahead going to look like? Everything looks good? Great. Update QuickBooks. I do the same thing with my personal finances, make sure that there aren't going to be any weird surprises. Do I need to move some money over into savings? Because sometimes we build up a little extra, move it over so it earns interest. Really simple tasks that take about an hour a week. For you, it might be an hour a month. I don't want you to be money obsessed. I enjoy the topic. Most people don't. That's okay. But I don't want you to ignore the topic anymore. I want you to get to the point where you really aren't worried about your bank balance. Where if you want to spend $50 on a bottle of tequila, you don't have to think about it. There was a time in my life where I couldn't go to the ATM and get money out because there wasn't enough in the account to draw out that minimum. Have you been there? I've been there. More than once. I was terrible with money. So when people come to me and they're like, you're kind of money obsessed. What? Like, I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for you either. I enjoy the topic. I want you to just feel good about where your finances are. Even if they're not where you want them to be, because you know you can get them there. This isn't a race. It's a marathon. It's life. I want you to be less stressed about your money. Because some of the people I know who have said things like, I don't really like money. I don't want to be obsessed with money. It's not something I enjoy. There's more to life than money. True. Definitely more to life than money. All kinds of things are more important than money. Some of those people are still the same people who are checking their bank balance every morning to see if they're going to have a good day, to see what kind of mood they're going to be in. So that's what I want for you. I want you to be less stressed about it. So that's what I have for today. Thank you for hanging out with me, all sweaty and gross from yoga, but at least I'm feeling good. So what were those 3 things again, really quick? Everything is Figure Outable by Marie Forleo. I'm going to be checking out the book at some point. But if you're not familiar with her, she has her own podcast, and she's on all the podcasts right now. All of them. Every single one of them. And number 2, Woven t-shirt subscription. It does make a really fun gift, and you can cancel it anytime. It's a great way to get cute clothes that are on high quality garments, and you're supporting artists because every month they feature a different artist and they send you the t-shirt, and the designs are just really excuse me, they're really low key. So like my husband, if you know him, you know he ain't flashy. He's pretty plain Jane. He likes neutral colors, so the shirts always they come in a lot of earth tones or black, and the designs are not crazy, so they're just really simple. One was just one of the recent ones he got was like if you cut a tree in half and all the rings, that's all it was. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, nice clothes. But for someone like my husband who has a hard time finding clothes that he likes, he's so picky. He really liked this subscription. So if you're looking for a fun gift idea, or you just want something for yourself, just to kind of spice up your closet. I don't know. What do you call that? Your closet. Your fashion. I'm not very fashionable either. So we've been doing that for a while for him. Woven. And then the last thing is, I don't want you to be obsessed with money. I don't want you to be even half as obsessed with money as a topic as I am. I want you to be the exact opposite. I want your money and your finances to be in such a place that you're not worried about the bank balance on a daily basis. That your mood isn't impacted by how much money you have or what bill showed up in the mailbox this week, or in your inbox for all of you who are more like me and get it electronically. I don't want you to be obsessed. I want it to take less time. Because a lot of the people I know who say that they really don't like money, they don't want to know anything about it, those are the folks who are checking their bank balance every morning and they're heading out into the world in a really pissy mood because things didn't look good. I want the opposite for you. I want you to feel good about where your finances are. I want you to have that space to breathe. And with that space, you'll be amazed the difference it makes in your relationships, in your marriage, in how you parent, in how you feel about chasing those dreams. Whatever that dream is. Maybe the dream is you want to stay home with the kids. Maybe the dream is you want to build an empire. Maybe the dream is a beach vacation. Or you want to be able to buy your kid, you want to be able to get them a few extra gifts at Christmas. These don't have to be big dreams, or they can be little, big. They're yours. They're only yours, and only you get to decide what they are. But that's what I want for you. So thanks for hanging out with me. And thank you all again for all of the comments and all of the messages, the encouragement, the support, the conversations that I've had with people, people that I've never met in person, but you just help a girl feel a little bit less isolated out here in rural Ohio, where people don't quite get what it is that my business is or what I do. So thanks for hanging out with me. You make my heart happy. So that's what I've got for you. I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you again soon. Take care, guys.